In today's meditation, you will learn the importance of kind wishes and the value of sending out blessings. Every time you wish someone well, your own path is enhanced and the way forward becomes clear. Learning to live magically will give you an advantage in every area of your life. Take this journey often, and miracles will never be far away. Our thoughts are the most potent forms of energy, and what we do with them really matters. The greatest gift we can give another is heartfelt good wishes. The greatest harm we can perform is to think ill of others. Sadly, for most of the time, we are going about our day mindlessly unaware of the potency of our thoughts and the harm they can do both to ourselves and to others. And this lack of awareness and attention weakens us. This is because we don't spend enough time in a place of respect and reverence. We don't spend enough time in a place of gratitude and appreciation. And unfortunately, we don't spend enough time with empathy and kindness as our companions. Energy at its most vibrant, at its most beautiful, is not much more than a flickering flame. In other words, it spends its energy economically and wisely. When energy is at its lowest, most toxic, ugliest form, it's like a raging inferno, destroying everything in its path. Thoughts that are kind, generous, loving, and compassionate are like flickering candles. Such thoughts soothe and sustain the one who has them and those who are touched by their energy. When we are kind, generous, sweet and loving to others, it's like we are taking one candle and lighting another. Just sit holding this beautiful image in your mind for a little while as you light the candle of others. When working with energy, it's important for us to understand and live by the conservation principle. This is where we are mindful and prudent with our energy in the performance of our tasks. The conservation principle invites us to spend our energy economically and to always hold something back in reserve. When we do this, we are easily able to fulfill our potential. So, avoid overtrading, and you'll always be able to reach your destination with comfort and ease. For a short while, reflect on the value of holding something back, and it will become clear that this gives you greater capacity in whatever you're doing. Now, think of a time when you performed a task where you were too hurried, impatient, maybe even forceful. Relive the event as fully and as completely as you can. Think about what you did. Think about the impact of it, and think how it affected others in the process. The more you can recapture this moment in time, the more the opportunity you have to learn and to grow. Be as honest in your recollections as you can. Having relived that moment, you have hopefully gathered the insights from that event and have been able to see clearly that doing things quickly and forcefully often does more harm than good and rarely achieves the best outcome. As you move into the next moment, give your mind permission to go back and fix this incident. See yourself acting in the way that makes the situation right. One could be forgiven for thinking, what is the point of this when the moment has passed? But it's important to realize, when we positively reframe a moment from the past, what we're actually doing is influencing how we are likely to act in the future. So this is a very healthy pastime, as it improves your emotional and psychological responses. So allow your mind to go back and fix this now. You have now reframed that memory, and every time you reframe a moment when you were not at your best and you misspent your energy, you are better able to change direction in the present and the future. You have the capacity to change what is going on in the space and the time you are in. When you change your energy signature, which begins by changing your perception and attitude, then your vibrational resonance also changes. This is what enables you to reframe things in the past and make better decisions today and tomorrow. It's now time to use your energy in another beautiful way. Recapture the image where you were taking one candle and lighting another, passing on kindness, love, and blessings in the process. It is now time to try something that is deeply soul-enhancing and transformative. It is the art of speaking without speaking. When you speak without speaking, you are using the opportunity of silence to express yourself kindly to others. It's where you are reaching beyond the noise of the mind and touching the stillness of the authentic self. When using your mind in this way, you bring someone into your awareness, hold them there, and send them the love, care, and blessings that they need. You might, from time to time, do this with more than one person at a time. Each time you sit, trust that your mind will guide you to whom you should be directing your energy. So, choose someone now who would profit from your kindness and well wishes. As you envisage that individual or individuals, think of what it is that they need and you'd most want to give them to enhance their life. Imagine sitting together in some way and talking to them about their needs, hopes, and dreams. Take some time now, speaking kindly and patiently in your mind and in a heartfelt way, and see everything that they need and want coming to pass. Giving in this way is mutually beneficial, because the one that you have spoken to and sent your love and good wishes to has been enriched in some way. And the joy of giving from the heart soothes the mind, body, and spirit, leaving you feeling a greater sense of meaning and purpose. Take a little while longer and go and speak without speaking to whomever you were sending love and blessings. Hold them in your heart and speak some more to their authentic self. And as you do, your message will further pierce their hearts. That was beautiful. One of the reasons the world is drowning is because of what we are doing with our minds. This is why it's important to use the mind to reframe those moments when we could have been better, when we could have acted differently. Always remember, this re-examining of events is not about condemning yourself, it's about progress, learning, and growth. It's now time for us all to use silence wisely, because the negative thoughts in our minds create emissions that spoil the atmosphere. They then become negative expressions that emerge out of our mouths. And we are adding to the toxic waste dump of the world. This is why the more we practice speaking without speaking, the more our minds create beautiful expressions of energy, which help us, the planet, and all its inhabitants. We live in a world of infinite possibility. And when we do the right thing, even if there's no sign of the harvest, know in your heart that you are sowing the seeds for a better tomorrow, and at some point that day will come. So spend as much time as you can being a flickering candle, and use your candle to light the other candles of the world. This is what it means to live magically.